Good morning, everybody. It is Breakfast Club time. So welcome, say good morning, say where you're from, and we're going to let some people join on, and then we will get started. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Joanna. So we're going to get started here. Let some people join on. Oh, good. It is your favorite Saturday of the month. It is mine, too. I love it. I actually had a really fun, eventful week, so I'll share that with you guys. Good morning, Kitty. Hi, Christy. Hi, Sue. Good morning, Lenny. Hi, Sharon over in Barstow. Rosemary in Arizona. So you on vacation already, Rosemary, or is that next week? Hi, Kathy in Florida. Good morning, Donna. Donna's somewhere traveling, right, Amy? When she stopped by yesterday, they were leaving out of town. Hi, Kim. Good morning, Connie over in San Luis. Hi, Pat here in Bakersfield. Hi, Shanna. Nice to have you join us. So I'm excited for Breakfast Club. Like I said, we had a really great week this week. Lots of fun stuff to share with you. And we'll kind of let a few more people join on, and then we're going to get started. Hi, Heather. Heather's in Colorado. Good morning, Victoria. Hi, Cranstons. Good morning, Jackie. So I trust you guys all got your Breakfast Club kits in the mail. They were ice cream packages. Hopefully you didn't open them. If you did open them, don't say anything in the comments until later. Hi, Kathy up in Oregon. Cindy and the crew, the six pack. So the crew over in San Luis. So those of you that are new, Cindy and her group all get together over on the coast where they live, and they do Breakfast Club together. So that's always fun. I signed my card to my mom for Mother's Day from when all the siblings, we all send flowers, and we signed it, the crew. Because you should know who your crew is, right? So, Donna's over in Pismo. I think they're testing out their new trailer. Hi, Gloria up in Martinez. Hi, Carol, Southern California. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Gracie. Good morning, Mom. So we did super eventful week. So let's start here. My niece graduated college. Some of you might have been in our Mystery Monday, and I said that, and I don't know if I talked about it on our Thursday sale, but I'm going to put up some pictures. So my sister, Amy, you guys all know, so her daughter graduated college on Monday. So we, as a family, got together up at my house. We did lunch. We watched her virtual graduation. She wore her cap and gown, so it was really fun. We're all really proud of her. So that is how my week started out. And then it just kind of got better from there. So, hi, Diana and your whole crew. So, over in Ridgecrest, we got Norma, Karen, and Diana. They're all watching together. Good morning, Cronny. Hi, Marla, up in the mountains. So she's up in the Lebec Fraser Park area. So Monday started with graduation, which was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it was virtual, but I think we all celebrated together, and we're really proud of Jenny for pushing through and finishing early, actually. I think about a semester early, right, Amy?
I think so.
Yeah, about a semester early. So anyway, so we did that. And then good morning, Ann. Hi, Debbie. Morning, Patsy. Hi, Pam. Debbie's in Texas, so people are joining. So then Tuesday we taught virtually a Zoom class, and we have people all over the country in that. So I was teaching how to do the Main Street bench pillow from Kimberbell without having to do all the extra piecing, and we actually quilted it in the hoop. So I'm excited to wrap that class up this Tuesday. We also have our fabric sale on Tuesday during the day, so I'll talk about that a little bit later. Good morning, Kathy in North Dakota. So then, so Tuesday was a really great teaching day, lots of fun, finished up some stuff. And then on Wednesday, had an opportunity to visit one of the boutique companies that we purchased from. Patsy and I like to take road trips. We like to pick fabric for upcoming things. So we took a little road trip and started to pick fabric for our upcoming cruises. So in case you don't know, we did a cruise in 2019. We had a cruise scheduled again for 2021, which was then moved by the cruise line to 2022. So in July 22, we're sailing to Alaska 2 weeks in a row. We are going to do a paper piecing cruise with Patsy Carpenter. She's a certified instructor with QuiltWorks, and I'm a certified shop. Then, so we've designed it, and then actually we think we've picked most of the fabric. Patsy's busy coloring it, and so we'll kind of get some final ideas. We had an opportunity to see fabric that's not released yet for us to pick from that will be there. We only have, if I remember looking yesterday, we only have 4 spots remaining on our paper piecing cruise. So if that's something that you're interested in, you guys can send us an email. You can contact us at the store. We'll get you in touch with the travel agent. She can get you all booked on the cruise, and you guys can kind of take it from there. Then, so the picture that you guys saw, this is Patsy. So shopping in a warehouse is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. There's no food involved because Patsy never brings me snacks. She always forgets them. And then she always wants to see, she goes, well, I think you should have this in the shop, and I think you should have this in the shop, and I think you should have this in the shop. And usually they're all really good ideas. But so it's always fun to do those things. We actually are working on something else for the beginning of June. We'll give you guys out some more information about that when we are going to, about an upcoming Tuesday sale. So Monday graduation, Tuesday a fantastic class, Wednesday was fabric shopping, and then obviously Thursday, Friday is just getting ready for Breakfast Club, wrapping things up. I always say what a great crew I have behind me, helping me get samples done, getting things quilted, getting things bound. Irene and Amy always getting kits cut, Marissa getting your guys' patterns ready. It's just this very actually well-oiled machine. There's always ups and downs, there's always little bumps, but it was good. Then last night I was doing the slideshow, and I'll explain it when I get there, but there was a description of the project that we did last month. So last month was, those of you that are new, last month we did binder covers. So we actually used denim, we used rickrack, there's a pin holder inside, everybody got the binder, and it's been really fun to see what you guys did. I opened a specific email with the pictures, and it made my entire week. I was so happy. Jeremy was cooking us dinner, and I read him the email, and I said how cool this was. So I'll share that when we do show and tell. Oh, good morning, Karen. Glad you joined us. So Karen up in Lacey, Washington. Is that Karen? Formerly the Desert Karen. So those of you that are new, Breakfast Club used to be obviously in person. We've been doing it live for over a year now. So April marked 1 year of us doing it virtually because of the pandemic, and we've made the decision, regardless of the way that we're reopening and things like that, we're always going to broadcast this live. The format might change, we don't know, but it's always going to be live. So all of you that are joining us from all over the state, all over the country, you're still going to be able to participate every month in Breakfast Club, regardless of what changes happen. So that is always good. Good to see you, Karen. So Karen used to be in the coast, and I haven't seen her pop up on anything for a while. So good to see you pop up, Karen. So we're going to do show and tell. We're going to talk about lots of amazing things that have come in, a few more upcoming things, and then we have a project for you. I've given Marissa the stuff for next month. my focus this year was to do some things that we've never done or that have different techniques. Next month is going to be a completely new technique that we have not done, so I'm excited about it. When I gave her all this stuff, I always have to look at it because she has to write the patterns. So I always got to make sure what I actually want to do isn't going to turn into like a 15-page pattern. We want the projects with Breakfast Club to be fast. We want them to be fun. And as you guys are going to see, we want you guys to take and put your own take on them. I saw somebody do quilting on here from last month. I've seen people add font on there, and you guys will see that. We've got prizes to give away. I'm going to re-talk about the new upcoming Tula coming in. I think Amy and Irene probably opened close to 20 boxes of new fabric yesterday that came in. Irene shaking her head. She goes, yes. So we lugged them in and got all those open. So there's even more stuff that we'll be putting together in the coming weeks. Projects that we've been planning and waiting on. So we are good. Speaking of the cruise, and I want to go back, so I told you there's 4 spots left on the paper piecing cruise. On the embroidery cruise, we have 8 spots left. So right now there's 8 spots left on the embroidery cruise, and then there's 4 spots left for the paper piecing cruise. So if it's something that you've been thinking about, once again, we've moved it to July of 22. Which makes everybody's going to be vaccinated by then. We're going to be past this, and we're all ready to start traveling. So once again, you can contact Patsy. You can contact her, so Patsy at Thimbletown. You can contact the shop. We can get you right in touch with Barbara, and then she'll get you guys booked. She'll let you know when there are specials and things like that. Anyways, okay. I'll just answer this now. So yes, Heather, there's going to be a summer class pass. We have picked more than half of the projects. I am on a timeline. We have scheduled myself so that I have every 2 weeks of what we have to have. We'll announce, I would say in the next 30 days, the dates and open it up. We are going to do summer class pass again. It will be virtual. It's going to be all new projects. It'll be fun. Once again, anybody in the country can join. I mean, we even had people from Canada join us. Patsy has someone from Canada in her virtual technique of the month, which is the Coral Reef, which is the QuiltWorks newest technique of the month. So lots of fun stuff. So let's jump over to our show and tell and go through all of that fun stuff. Remember, anybody can send in pictures for show and tell. Photos@thimbletown.com is the email. Send them in all month, and then we do a show and tell project. Good morning, Linda. Hi, Tracy. Good morning, Ruth. Tommy, you loved summer class pass. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with Betty down in Long Beach. So this is her Riley Blake Pillow of the month. So this is technically, I believe, the July. Those of you that aren't sure, we are doing a pillow of the month. There's a couple kits left if you're interested in it. But each month you get a pillow. We're working 3 months in advance so that you have plenty of time. And Betty's an overachiever, so she already got her July pillow done. Sandy's been busy back at her embroidery machine embroidering bibs. So Aubrey has new bibs with her name on it. Irene finished up her binder cover from last month. And you guys are going to see some things in here with binder covers of how people have done things. And then she also did her woven fabric basket from, I believe, the prior month. I kind of lose track of what we did each month. Tracy up in Oregon has been busy. This is a gorgeous batik quilt. That outer border looks like something she bought at one of the fabric sales. And then there on her shelf is her fabric basket, and her note to me said that she's got lots of reproduction fabrics in there waiting for her to use. Cindy over at the coast finished up her binder cover. And a very cute strawberry pot holder. And then this was our, I think it's the June, but this was one of the Riley Blake pillows of the month. So she's got it all done, all quilted, all ready to go. And then Gloria up in Martinez, she did her binder cover. And then she put Thimbletown down the side of it with her embroidery machine. So she can keep all her fun Thimbletown stuff. So she'll be able to put Breakfast Club patterns in there. If she joins us for summer class pass this year, she'll be able to put it in there. And that's what it looks like when it's back. So that was really fun that on the spine, she embroidered Thimbletown on it. Christy's been busy, so there is her tabletop display of the month, Home Sweet Home. Those of you that don't know, we're doing a tabletop display of the month. You can still join in. You just get, when you purchase it, we'll give you all the back ones. We work a month ahead for holidays, but then each month you can embroider a great tabletop display. And then she made a Proud Army Mom mug rug for one of her Army Mom friends. And then I thought this is exactly why I don't have cats, because, well, not that my dogs mind me, but this was the Quilt As You Go placemat for your pets to put their food on. And Christy mentioned that they don't use it for their intended purpose. They'd much rather sit and lay on it than actually eat their food off of it. Linda Sue over in Lancaster has been busy. Finished up this quilt. She said it's already off to the quilter. And then she did a memory pillow. I thought this saying was, very nice. She made it for a friend of hers who lost her husband. Your wings were ready, but my heart was not. And then it has the name and birth and death dates on there. I just think that's a very nice memory piece she embroidered. And then she did a table topper with Easter bunnies. And then another table topper. And a Yoda face mask she embroidered. Or is that Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda. And then that's one of those tea towels, if I remember correctly, that goes around your neck. So you have it, and then it's got the little cell phone pocket on it, and then the tea towels, and she did some embroidery on there also. And then she wrapped up another quilt that's all quilted and bound. All right, so here is what just really capped off my week. Of course, Breakfast Club is going to cap off my week because it is my favorite time of the month is when we get together. So here is Marvell. And in a message to me when she sent her picture, so she finished her binder, and she was a little unsure. She had never done Breakfast Club before, so she signed up for 6 months, I think, at the beginning, and she wasn't sure how it was going to go. And her note to me said that Breakfast Club inspires creativity. She likes to take the projects to the next level and things like that. But here's what made me so excited and so happy today. She turned this into a grandkids sewing day. And her and her grandkids sewed new binder covers for school. One out of Harry Potter, one out of Star Wars. So she took this and had a sewing day with her grandkids. They got to pick the fabric. They got to make new binder covers. You can tell from the smiles, they absolutely loved it. So knowing that she was able to use a Breakfast Club project and turn it into a fun day, these kids are going to look at those binder covers all the time. They're proud that they made them. So Marvell, thank you for sharing this. Thank you for sharing with your grandkids, because it really did just cap off a great week. My mom was busy. She did her Home Sweet Home, and then she made a second one. So I'm assuming she gives this to one of her neighbor friends or someone she's sending these to. So she did 2 different ones there. Good morning, Gloria. And if Amira is with you, good morning, Amira. And then she did her tabletop. So this was out of the Red, White, and Bloom as a bonus project. She changed the embroidery to some flowers instead of the watering pot. So I thought that turned out really nice. She finished her binder cover. So she did some quilting on here. So she did some quilting in her embroidery machine. So she put her rickrack covering the seam instead of in the seam because she pre-quilted it, so that looks really great. She finished up her sparkle pillow. So we took the design from Kimberbell and from the January fill in the blank, and we created this pillow. She got hers done. And she finished up another one of the Riley Blake Pillow of the Months. This was actually for May. And then Sharon over in Barso's been busy. So she did the sparkle pillow. She changed the fabric up. So she put a patriotic fabric in the background and the sparkle on there. So that looks great, Sharon. And then this is the Field of Flowers table runner. So we taught this as a virtual class. So it was, you had to make your table runner quilt part of it, and then you had to make all your flowers and leaves three-dimensional. Then we added them back on. I love the colors in this. This is the kit that we did, so great job, Sharon. Looks like she added a lace butterfly in there, if that's what I'm seeing correctly over there on the right in the middle. So nice job finishing that one up. And then she did a lace doily that's got bees on it. And then another embroidery project that was in the hoop. Sharon, I was looking at these yesterday. So the background fabric on those came from a sale. I can tell the blue tulip, that fabric came out of one of our sales. The cafe on the right border, that was from one of our fabric sales. So she's definitely buying on our fabric sales and putting all that fabric to good use. And then Tommy over with the 6-pack over, she is always busy. So here is a class she took. If I remember correctly, it was an online class with a instructor that specializes in minis. She said start to finish, quilting, binding, making, I think she said it was 6 days. So that's really fun with all the dragonflies peeking through the windows. She finished up her breakfast club and then the little breakfast club bonus project. Then another quilt that's done and it looks like it's quilted. Finished up this quilt there. And then Joanna, she's been busy. Joanna just recently retired, so she's definitely been catching up on projects. There is, I want to say February's Breakfast Club, so that was a kind of a little crossbody bag that we did. And then she made carrots, fabric carrots to display for Easter. So that's fun. I love all those batiks in there. Then she did her hop into spring. She changed it up a bit, but then check this one out. So the green fabric, if I remember correctly, and it could have been the blue, I might have them backwards, but she said it was from an old flour sack that was her grandmother. So I thought that was fun. I really like, so there, I was getting that slideshow's not moving. Okay. I think it's catching up there. So when you guys send me a little story, I always like to do those so I know if you guys have put things on there. And then she also did her binder cover. And then this was a class that we did virtually with Vanessa of Fabric Confetti. This was the Peace Love Sew. So she finished that up, and there is the backing, the back side of that. So that's the covered zipper. And then she decided to do her fabric basket different. So she took the fabric from the Breakfast Club where we did the woven basket and she turned it into this basket. So that looks like it's gonna wrap up our slideshow for May. So great job on all of those. Remember, we've got a prize to give away, so we're going to give away a $20 gift certificate for participating in our trunk show. So Amy and Irene will draw those in a minute. And then everybody, regardless if you bought the whole year of Breakfast Club or 6 months, you still, go into a drawing for Breakfast Club, and we do give away a Breakfast Club month to someone. So great new fabrics coming in, so I thought I would just dive right in. So this quilt is called Designer Star, and when I don't like something, I change it. And I have to give Karen a lot of credit because I sent this over to her to make up. I had something in my brain of exactly how I wanted. She made the quilt. However, when I saw the quilt, it wasn't what I wanted. So I said, can we, and when I say we, I say that loosely, I said, can you take out 4 blocks and change them? And it was actually more than 4, it was 8. And she reluctantly said yes. And it made all the difference in the world. So when you make something, and if you don't like it, fix it before you quilt it. Because if you don't like it and then you quilt it, you're not gonna like it later. And I'll tell you what it was, is this center star. So this fabric, which is called, is from a line called Thread the Needle. And you guys are gonna love this fabric. It looks like hand embroidery. I love the black background. I love the way the colors pull out. But when I pulled the fabric for this, it is actually supposed to have 2 different fabrics in the center. Well, she made it exactly the way I labeled the fabric. Well, when I saw it, I didn't like it because the center star did not look like a star because of the colors that I picked. So we actually changed it, and I have a note in the kit for those of you that get it. We're making the star out of just 1 color, and then the star it just keeps going, and then the border is actually not something that was part of the quilt. I wanted the quilt to be a little bit bigger. This finish is 80 by 80. Wanted it a hair bigger, but I also loved this fabric so much, I wanted it to go all the way out. So in your kit, you have everything to make it with with the 1 fabric star in there. It has a fantastic stripe, which we did on the binding. Typically, I'll do a stripe on the bias. This one did not look right on the bias. So when Ann did the binding, we decided we were gonna do that binding straight. And it looks really good. So in your kit, it's got everything, including the pattern this time. So the whole fabric line is on there. You need 7.5 yards of backing. So you can get anything from the line is on there, and that's a great quilt. And once again, it's called Designer Star, and the pattern is in this kit, all right? But I just think it is just such a pretty quilt, and there's been several people that said they want this sample when we're done, so we'll have to see how that goes. Obviously, Patriotic is still coming in. Everything fabric-wise is hit and miss, and I'm gonna explain something when we get to the other side of some fabric. Because we sometimes say, hey, do you have XYZ fabric? And I'll say, I haven't seen that from our reps for a couple of years. And then all of a sudden, we'll see it again. Obviously, we're getting into Memorial Day, 4th of July, and all of that stuff. Plus, Patriotic never goes out. But I think with some of the fabric delays, all the Patriotic that I had coming in kind of all hit at once. But look how adorable the Patriotic teddy bears are. So there's a panel of Patriotic teddy bears, which is really cute. And then there is a full-size panel, which these sometimes are just great to just put a backing on, throw some quilting on it. You've got something to hang on the door or a small wall. So there is My Country 'Tis of Thee, and so that's just the fun regular size panel there. There is some great supporting fabric, teddy bears with the flags. I love these red, white, and blue heart balloons. So it's got the heart balloon, and then it's got the red, white, and blue regular balloons, the teddy bears with the navy background. But look at how awesome this plaid is. I didn't even want to put this plaid out for sale. I wanted to keep it for myself. I love this. I think this would look so great in a table runner or anything that you're decorating. So that line is, it's called Teddy's America. So you'll find that under the Breakfast Club tab. So Teddy's America is what that one is. So it's good. Something also that someone mentioned to me the other day, we do a lot of machine embroidery, we do a lot of Kimberbell. if you ever see something, for example, the red, white, and bloom quilt, I'm getting ready to quilt it, so I'll show it to you next time. We've talked about it before. We always offer it as the machine embroidery because that's what the majority we get asked for. But did you know that you can make that and do the sewing version? So instead of getting the machine embroidery CD and book, you get the sewing version book. So you would do the machine applique, not embroidered applique, the regular applique. So all of those things we can offer to you as a sewing version, including our fill in the blank program. And I'm going to talk about that again on our next month because it never really dawned on me to remind people, if there's something Kimberbell that you like and you're not a machine embroiderer, most likely there's a sewing version to that for those of you that don't use an embroidery machine. So I'm going to show something when we get over to the Halloween. But an example would be, I love to do tea towels and embellished tea towels. I think I showed this last month, but I just put a ruffle on there. There's a couple different ways you can finish it. I just made my own binding and did it. The way that I do it, it is completely hidden in the back with no raw edges. It's just everything is done there. But you and I of course use an embroidery machine, so I put machine embroidery on it. But if you guys want to put something on there and you're not a machine embroiderer, you guys can still do this. And an example would be, I'm just going to reach over here and grab this right here. So I'm going to show you guys the new Old Maid line we've been talking about. I kind of gave you some different sneak peeks of it over the last couple weeks. But for example, this Halloween panel, let's assume you don't have an embroidery machine, or you do have an embroidery machine, but you don't have an embroidery design for this, and you want to use one of these panels. All you have to do is cut it out, fuse it on, and then just stitch around it to hold it in place, add your ruffle, and you can create the same thing. So don't be afraid, or don't discount some of the things I show as machine embroidery that you guys can't do them traditional. So we're going to move over and actually talk about the Old Maid quilt. Do it here. So Old Maid, this is J. Wecker Frisch. I can never say the name right. So if she's watching and I said the name wrong, I'm sorry. I know Patsy is fully responsible because she said, you have to put this in the shop. I know Joanna Walker was thrilled because she is always doing stuff from her. So we have the Old Maid quilt. What's fun about this is it's a panel in the center, and then these are actually big panels that you just put a sashing on. You turn your ruler and you cut them at an angle, and that's how you get that real fun design. So there is the quilt, but look at how fun this fabric is. So there is just zippers, which obviously don't have to be Halloween, and I think we're going to be able to use for lots of other stuff. So the zippers, but I love the pin cushions. So yes, they kind of look like pumpkins in this, but there's other color versions of it. So look at this. Look at it in the gray. So I think so many of these fabrics will lend themselves to things that are other than Halloween. For all my cat lovers, when you get your kit, you probably want to put the kitties on there. So there is black with orange cats, and there's white with black polka dotted cats. And then just the all over prints of these for the Old Maid they're just fantastic. They're fun, they're different. She does a lot of the steampunk looking type of fabrics, and she does a sewing line. I can't remember. We have another line of hers coming later in the year, and I don't remember if it's I know there's a coffee line, but I want to say maybe there's a Christmas line coming. You guys, the fall fabric is coming in the door. I cannot believe how great the fall fabric is this year. And so if fall fabric's coming in, you know what's going to start coming in the next couple of weeks? Christmas. I can't believe it's already time for Christmas fabric. Amy's very excited over there. She is jumping for joy for the Christmas fabric. I am thrilled with what was ordered this year for Christmas. We're actually putting together a big Christmas in July We'll do a whole live thing showing you guys everything. We'll do it outside of Breakfast Club. But we have some fantastic Christmas coming in. But the fall this year is so beautiful. I think every year fall is beautiful because it's the colors that I like. But this year it is something else. So we'll be starting to show you that as we do projects. But even here, there is multiple colorways of everything. So this has an orange, a white, or a gray background. I actually used the gray on my sample. So all kinds of the Halloween fabric. I know you guys have been waiting, so make sure you guys get it because I don't expect it to last long. You guys can also get the kit. It's got the pattern in there, all of the fabric. You need 4 yards of backing and it's ready to go. This is a quilt that you guys can make in a long afternoon. It does not take a lot of time. If I remember, it's about 60 by 60, maybe 64 by 64, somewhere in that range. So definitely fun Halloween. Amy helped me make this. She's laughing. So Amy came up to my house on Sunday and was in my sewing room. We were getting ready for Jenny's graduation, having everybody over. We used my Silhouette Cameo and we did vinyl for wine glasses and cocktail glasses and some other things to get ready, some cooking and stuff. And so I was working on this table runner, so Amy changed all the thread for me. I would line it up and then she would run the machine and change all the thread. So we have this as a pattern, we have this as a table runner. This one is machine embroidery, there's not a sewing version of that design. So we were talking about the Kimberbell, there's machine embroidery, there's sewing version. So when you guys want tea towels to embroider, like I showed you with the cupcake, or any of these, just because they say Kimberbell doesn't mean that you can't do lots of other. So some of the great tea towels right now that we have in are the teal. So you get 2 tea towels in there, there's a stripe and then a polka dot. And then right now my favorite is the navy, which has a stripe and a polka dot. And then the red with a stripe and a polka dot. So you guys can do so many fun things with these. And so just because, once again, Kimberbell is known for machine embroidery, there are so many other things, non-machine embroidery, that you can do. So I'm gonna switch views, but this quilt is called Swordfish. And I showed this just as the pattern, I think, because the sample wasn't ready. This is one of the newest releases from Hoffman. It is called Swordfish. It's flying out the door. This thing is gorgeous. So when you actually look at the cover sheet on the pattern, it is the exact fabric that is in the pattern. I loved this. And so I don't really, when it comes to all of the quilt work stuff, I see it all. And then Patsy will say, hey, look at this, look at that, because being a certified instructor, she's on top of everything when it comes to that. And then she asked me, she goes, what do you think about this? Do you think people would like it? I instantly loved it. But when I saw the fabric on here, I called her immediately and I said, oh my God, you won't believe how amazing. The picture that they did on the pattern did not do this quilt any justice. So there is, I'm going to step out, there is the quilt in all its glory. It is beautiful. The way there's all these little accent pieces in here to make everything pop. But this was the one fabric, it's actually this fabric in this line. When we looked at the pictures, ordering it, it was beautiful. But look at how beautiful in person this fabric is. So we have an option on there for you to purchase it with the pattern, the kit, and the backing at a discounted price. We actually have everything here, and everybody that's already ordered it, their backings will actually go out next week to you. So we're thrilled about that. Hoffman got their last of the fabric into us. But this fabric in person, I hope there's some left for me to keep in my stash when we're done, because it's out of this world. So on there, we have Swordfish. It is gorgeous. We do not have a class coming up on this, but we, once again, we do obviously have the quilt kits. Am I going here or here? I'm right here? Okay. Sorry, I had to just check which way I was going camera-wise. When I was talking about patriotic fabric, about how fabric comes in. Sometimes we get a lot of things at one time. Sometimes we don't see things for years at a time. One of those things that we don't see often is fabric that has like foods on it, or in this case, this is donuts in a couple colors. There's larger donuts. There is cakes, and I'm actually just gonna grab a bundle. So here's the problem when we get fabric like this. We don't see it very often, so I probably won't see this fabric again for a while. I would venture to say maybe even a year or two before my reps show me something like this again. So there's donuts in the large size, there's donuts in small, there's cakes, there's macaroons. I knew the name of the cookie, it just was slipping me. Cupcakes in a couple of different sizes. So what we did is, this is one of those things, like you look at the fabric and you're like, I don't know what to do with it. And I don't know which one I want. So I was talking with Amy yesterday, and we decided that we would just put together a fat quarter bundle and a half yard bundle. So we have available to you, we have it in yardage, but we went ahead and put together, it's 8 pieces. So there's a half yard bundle on there. So it's 4 yards of fabric. And then there is a fat quarter bundle that'll have all of them. Because this is one of those things. I showed you the tea towel with the cupcake. I saw the cupcake fabric. It's fun to have like something to decorate on a birthday or something with. And sometimes you just need that little piece of accent fabric. This is a great way to put it in your stash without having to buy yards and yards of it, but then you have a great variety. For when somebody says, I want donut fabric for my binder cover for back to school, you have donut fabric in your stash. So we did that, and then obviously we have that on the yardage also. But we got in a fun tropical line. So I love this print. I love the pink flamingos. But then it has all kinds of text. And then it has cocktails. And then it has fruit to put in our cocktails. And then it has some really fun accent colors. So we put together 2 different bundles. We put together a black bundle and a white bundle. And we put them together for you in half yard bundles and fat quarter bundles. Because once again, you might want to make a tea towel that's got an applique or something of a cocktail for a pool party, or you just might want to put an accent band on it or something like that. So what we did is we put together half yard bundles that have 6, so we have them, we called them the tropical bundle, and then there's a version white, and then there's the version black. So there is the black, so it's got the hot pink, the orange, and then it has all those great colors. Then when you come over here and you look at the white version, so there are the words in white, and then the cocktails have that teal background, the fruits on a white background, and then you have a teal and a pink accent fabric. So we put those bundles together because, once again, this is one of those fabrics that you want for your stash. You're not really sure, so this is a great way to give you enough pieces to coordinate to make something, a table runner, an apron, whatever, without having to buy yards and not be sure. This is just a great way. It's all curated and put together for you. So we put that in half yard bundles and fat quarter bundles, and then both versions of both black and white. And then the last new thing I have for you, and if you joined us on our sale on Thursday, this quilt behind me, it's called Long and Tall. It is not a new quilt pattern, but this fabric line is brand new. And so we put a kit together, and people went crazy for it at our Thursday sale. The price is the same today as it was as the Thursday sale. So this uses a strip set, and then it uses one accent, that is the accent border one and your binding that's in the purple. And then it uses this really cool animal print. So this has on here, and I'll probably say it wrong and Jeremy will correct me, but we've got lions, not tigers, right? It's got lions, not tigers. And it has cheetahs, and it has elephants, and it has rhinoceros and giraffes. So just a really fun batik print on there. So that is called Long and Tall, and that kit also already has the pattern in there for you. So lots of really fun new things to show you, very different from what we showed last month. Hopefully you guys like them all, because we do our best to keep you entertained, inspired, and wanting to sew and embroider. So I think we should give away a prize, Amy?
Sure.
So let's give away the prize for show and tell. So a $20 gift certificate goes to
Betty Neely.
Betty Neely. So congratulations, Betty. Everybody's clapping in the background. You have a $20 gift certificate coming to you. Amy will actually just send you an email with the code, so you can use it online anytime you want, Betty. So congratulations. Thank you for sharing show and tell with us. So let's go over and talk about the new project. All right. The teddy bear fabric should be in there. If not, I'll make sure we put it in the right department. I know it got put in, maybe it didn't get turned on, so we'll definitely get that. Okay, so I'll put this to the side. Oh, let me just show you guys this. Tula Pink, if you guys joined us on one of our last sales, so the Curiouser and Curiouser line, which is the new Alice in Wonderland. Of course, it has those amazing painted roses. We bought this line at the very first day of release. And so they sent us a couple fat quarters. We're working on some samples. This fabric is supposed to release to us this month. Once I know it's on the way, we're going to get it on the website early for you guys so that you guys can have first dibs at it. We'll let you guys know about that. But this line is super cool, and we cannot wait to get it. So, Breakfast Club project. In our super cool ice cream bags. We don't have a theme for next month, so I don't know what bag we're gonna put it in. Because next month is not a holiday theme at all. So I'll have to think of a cool bag, Amy, for that one. All right, so in your bag this month, don't have a pattern in here. This was, I threw everything in here, you guys, for this, because we just always just throw a kit, but pattern on there. So, oh, this is why, Amy. Bring me that basket. This is the leftover fabric I was looking for. That's why it's not there. Just give me one quick second. That's fine. I can do it from this. I grabbed the wrong bag. So, in your bag, you have lots of colors of fabric. Lots of colors of fabric. There is 6. So there is a light and a dark for each of the colors that we did. All right. And there is some batting. And there is a background fabric, so the super cool star, so white with all of those colors that you just saw. And your last piece of fabric is popsicles. So, ice cream popsicles, you guys got the theme. I think you figured it out. We have popsicle table topper, or wall hanging table topper, whatever you want to do with it. So I love this. I think it is so cute. So we were inspired by the popsicle fabric. The background is just going to be your squares. I don't have the pattern printed in front of me, I may get it in a second, I may not, it's fine. So this is gonna be obviously the 3 squares. You're going to applique your popsicles on. Now, Lenny is going to create this in her either embroidery software or directly on her sewing machine. Those of you that have like a Solaris or a Destiny or the Brother versions of those, use this line art that's on the pattern that we sent you and create it in your embroidery machine. Try something different. That is always a really great way to do it. So you're going to create these. You're obviously going to put your borders on them, and then you can finish this how you want. We intended for this to be enveloped and then a quick top stitch, okay? So that is how this was intended. We did not put a hanging sleeve on it. We did not put tabs on it. You can do anything that you want. Now, I am going to tell you something. You have another piece coming to you. We will receive them on Wednesday. They should have been here last Wednesday. As you guys know, these manufacturers are just behind on everything. We are sending you guys, and it'll just be in an envelope. It's not going to be in a big O anything. We'll put on there, Amy will put a little sticker on the outside that says Breakfast Club Hanger. We are sending you a hanger from Ackfeld, so that if you want to hang it, you guys can hang it just like that. And then you can use the hanger for other things. So you do have a hanger coming. They arrive Wednesday, so Amy's going to send them out to everybody Thursday and Friday. So that'll go out to you. It's not in there. I went back and forth if I was even going to put them in there, but I ordered them for you guys 2 months ago, and we're just now going to be getting them. So you have an option, table topper. You can put it as a small table topper. It could be a wall hanging, a door hanging, celebrate summer. I can't wait to see what you do with it. Challenge yourself if you have a embroidery machine that will allow you to create your own digitizing and things like that. So, challenge accepted. I love it. I hope you guys love the project. I think it's just fun. It's cheerful. I think we're all ready for summer, and we love popsicles and ice cream and all of that good stuff. So let's give away Breakfast Club. So we're going to give away a Breakfast Club to someone who signed up and purchased the kit. Amy, who's the winner?
Sandy Martin.
Sandy Martin. So congratulations, Sandy. Amy will sign you up for the next Breakfast Club automatically. If you're already signed up for that one, she'll contact you and put you in one of the ones. I'm not sure if you bought the whole year or bought 6 months, but Amy will get that taken care of for you. So congratulations, Sandy, on winning. Thank you guys for joining us. I love Breakfast Club. It really is my favorite Saturday of the year, of the month. I really, really love doing Breakfast Club. I always have. So thank you guys for joining us, and keep sending in your projects for our show and tell. Send in a story if you have one. They really do make my day. I love, and once again, Marvell made my whole day yesterday by seeing that. So thank you for joining us. We will see you June 12th. Jeremy's telling me because I couldn't remember. So he's putting up the graphic. So join us June 12th for our next Breakfast Club. Once again, second Saturday. It'll be live at 9 a.m. We are going to, those of you that have not purchased your Breakfast Club yet, just go right online under classes and you can sign up. That'll guarantee you guys a kit. You cannot purchase this kit online now today because Breakfast Club is over. However, we still have 6 or 7 kits left. So if you want one, you can just call the shop and Amy will ring you up for one and we can send it out. Thank you guys again for joining us, and we will see you Tuesday, 1 o'clock Pacific time for a Tuesday sale. I've got a couple demos I'm going to show you, so we're looking forward to it. Have a great weekend, everybody.